Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wild Poke Spot, where you hang out with Wild Trainer, eat a couple snacks, and debate about your favorite monster summoning game. So, disclaimer: I don't know shit about Pokemon, but let's get this rolling. So, this is an update to the Reg J tier list video I have made regarding the mythical Pokemon. Actually, having played the format for a month, and now we're in the second season of the format, this will be an updated video. So I kind of did a little bit of an updated video earlier today, but I decided just to go all in and just let's just do a second video. Joke joke of the day is Thunderwave nerfs everything. So, but here we go. Let's dive in. So, a lot of these mons I have played against. A lot of them I have not seen people queue up with in ranked. So, we got a few that's not in SV. The not in SV obviously means not in Scarlet and Violet. So, I obviously didn't get to play in any of these against in Scarlet and Violet. I played against a few of them in Sword and Shield. Obviously not Mega Diancie because I never played Megas. But we'll be specifically referring to the Scarlet and Violet restricted mythicals. So, I have played against all of these except for Mew, Jirachi, and the Keldeo forms. There's no real difference in Keldeo in between the two forms. It's purely aesthetic. There's no stat difference or anything like that. I believe the only difference is that with the bigger horn form, like that Keldeo knows Secret Sword. It might be the actual only legitimate difference between them, but as far as I know, there's no stat difference between these two Keldeos. Let's start off by adjusting our tier list. So I'm gonna put Hoopa and Bound in A. Hoopa and Bound in S. I'm putting Magearna in S. And I'm gonna leave Arceus up there, and I don't want to move Darkrai. I genuinely don't want to move Darkrai, bro. But um, I'm gonna leave Darkrai there because it hasn't showed me it's absolutely meh, or even a because again, Double Sleep is just huge. Like the potential of Dark Void keeps it in S tier alone. But for me, having played against these mons, everything except for Hoopa and Bound and Jirachi, Mew, Keldeo, um, I can tell you guys right now, there's one mon that's not on the list. Hold on. There's one mon that's not on the list. We are missing Pekarunt. We are missing Pekarunt. I knew there was something missing here. There's something missing here. Why no Pekarunt on this chart? So Pekarunt is actually a mon I did want to talk about. This is one of the mons I'm actually making the reason why I'm making an extended video or another video tier list. I was watching one of my buddies track play, and it was he's a guy at one of the Scarlet and Violet Discord servers. Streams a lot in the Discord sometimes. Shout out Track. Track had queued up for a ranked match, and his opponent brought Pekarunt. Now, this is very interesting. Let's go on Pokemon Showdown right here just to let's go on Showdown right here. So Pekarunt is a mon that I didn't rank. I don't remember if I made an extended or a part of the video where I touched on Pekarunt because obviously I made this. I hadn't played against it yet or saw any decent play of it, but I have been telling people for quite some time now. This ability of Pekarunt is no fucking joke, bro. This shit is no fucking joke. If a target becomes poison, it also gets confused. So there used to be an old strat, um, which got nerfed into the ground called Parafusion. Parafusion is where you essentially hit a mon with two statuses at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but on subsequent turns, where you paralyze them one turn and then you confuse them the next turn. Now, the mon essentially almost has like a 50% chance, like 40 or 30, to not move at all. It can either hit itself or become paralyzed. Very toxic strat because you can keep reapplying the confusion, right? Pekka I saw a set with Pekka where he got caught completely off guard by his Pekka set. Because I was literally just telling him like, hey man, poison puppeteer is nasty as fuck. Like you do not want to get poisoned by this thing because like the potential of your mon hitting itself and then getting chipped for almost a quarter is fucking huge, bro. Like the only downfall I think with this mon is in its stat build. 160 defense when you just get crushed by fucking knockoff, like for like 50% of your HP and shit. Um, and most of the moves that actually hit you for super effective damage are special. Like it's weak to psychic. Most of the psychic types are special. It's weak to ground. So I mean maybe that helps, but Ursaluna Blood Moon is a thing now. You can hit it on the special end. Um, Landorus, Lord have mercy. This thing does not want to take a fucking Earth Power or a Sandseer Storm from Landers. But if you position this Pokemon right, and if you're able to use, so let's talk about the moves here because that was the more interesting thing. The move set, I only saw 2 or 3 moves. I believe I only saw 2 moves. I saw Malicious Moonsault. You gotta excuse me, that's an illegal move. I meant to put Malignant Chain. So I saw Malignant Chain and I saw Poison Gas. This was crazy. So I was originally trying to cook up like a toxic set with this Pokemon. Like I was thinking like toxic. You get the one because like toxic from poison types is 100% accurate. It's not 90% accurate. So like you're essentially clicking a confused ray that can poison with its poison puppeteer. This dude clicked poison gas, poison both mons on the field and confused them both. That's huge because that's essentially teeter dance mixed up with poison. Like this thing, its ability allows it to essentially mix confuse ray and teeter dance into its attacks. That is nasty as fuck, bro. Like if this thing can actually get off poison gas, that is a fucking immediate back foot position by your opponent. Because like now if you're threatening to swap in a mon like CSR, like bro, CSR anything chipped at 80-70% is not gonna live like a Specs Astral Barrage, like a Life Orb Astral Barrage. Like it's not happening, bro. Even on a resist, bro. Like the resist might live, but then you got shit to account for, like Helping Hand, right? It could swap up the moves that goes for like Draining Kiss or Pollen Puff is some kind of tech I've been seeing on CSR recently. So yeah, this Poison Gas set though was fucking nasty, man, nasty. He poisoned, I believe, track queued up with like I don't remember his 2 restricted, but I think it was like something in Groudon, and the Groudon was threatening to P Blades this thing, and this thing just threw up a fucking poison gas, and all of that shit was out the fucking window. All of a sudden, Groudon's getting chipped, it's getting pressured, and it hit itself 2 turns in a row when it was supposed to be threatening a knockout. So I mean, this mon could potentially be one of those like double-edged sword mons where it's like you gotta get up the strap, but like I'll never forget, like, bro, there was a dude who pulled up to one of these regional tournaments. I don't know which one it was, but he pulled up with a stall guaranteeing a set with neutralizing gas, like poison gas, toxic spikes, Weezing. Like, that kind of player, bro, with this Pokemon will cause absolute fucking nightmares in VGC, bro. Like, because that dude knows how to, like, a player like that knows how to meticulously position the mon in to where it can click poison gas and immediately threaten everything on the field. Because now, if things are getting chipped and threatening to hit themselves, there's a lot of Pokemon that would love to come in on things like that. Like Ursaluna loves to come in on things that are chipped. Calyrex loves to come in on things that are chipped. Miraidon loves to come in on things that are chipped because these mons hit so hard that even neutral damage, bulky neutral damage or bulky resist struggle to live a single hit from these Pokemon. So, I mean, this mon is really threatening as like as like a almost like a an assist to your in-game sweeper. It's almost like a different form of support where it's like damage support, right? Where like it's like most typical support mons like they might damage support with helping hand or maybe like a small spread move, but like residual damage right here from poison gas malignant chain is wild, bro. And this thing gets a lot of other good moves. Like it gets recover. Um, you get toxic spikes. You get destiny bond. You get memento. You get poltergeist. Like this sludge bomb. This thing's moveset is nasty diverse, bro. Like I mean, malignant chain is basically so like you don't have to run sludge bomb. Like I think malignant chain hits harder than sludge bomb. Yeah, it has a 50% chance to punch the target, so you wouldn't want to run sludge bomb or malignant chain, but like this thing's moveset is crazy, bro. Like I wouldn't be surprised if this was this dude's moveset. Like to round up, like it's like recover, poison gas, protect. Like I would not be surprised, bro. I really would. Maybe it was like confuse ray or something. Was his last move, but who knows? Like all I saw him click was malignant chain after he got the poison gas. After it was like GG's from there. I definitely would be putting this mon in S tier if there was a picture of it here. So let's just all imagine that I am putting Pekka in S tier. I didn't talk about Volcanion in my earlier video. I played against Volcanion. It wasn't super overwhelming. It wasn't super underwhelming. It was just like weird that a mon could like have fire and water coverage, but it didn't. It didn't make or break the game. I didn't feel like Meloetta is strong, but it's essentially got like a 20% chance to sleep you on a return with its move. If Meloetta could stay in her normal form, because like when you click Meloetta's signature move, she transforms into this little orange form right here. I don't like that form. That form swaps its stats and makes it hit harder. It's fine, but like it changes Meloetta's typing, so now your damage chart is different, right? And you got to watch out for that. So that's one reason why I don't like it. But I played against a which Deoxys form is this? Is this Deoxys speed or attack? So I played against a Deoxys attack the other day, and I believe this Deoxys attack, yeah, this was attack Deoxys. So the other day I queued up for a casual match while waiting for the ladder to reset for the second month of Reg J. And we actually did get a match in against Deoxys. Um, I assuming they were using it because there was I don't know if it was attack form. I believe it was base form Deoxys that had won like a grassroots tournament in Victory Road. So shout out to that dude. But yeah, they used the same set he had used, but on Deoxys attack, very underwhelming. The thing was super frail. I couldn't do shit once I got screens up. So yeah, I mean, super situational mon. I mean, to be fair though, that dude that I played against, I blew his DD up and I denied him screens. I mean, not screens. I denied him terrain. So I probably fucked with his strategy because it might have been expanding force, psycho boost, Deoxys. But Deoxys I leave in D tier. I don't move it up. It doesn't was not good. It was like not good at all. It's just it's too frail, man. Like it's just too frail. It's not going to blast anything. Because like most of its moves, it has like that early Gen 1 Pokemon problem where like it can't just keep clicking psyche moves. Like it has to click other coverage moves to really be doing shit, and then you're not getting stabbed, right? The other coverage moves, like I mean, Deoxys coverage is probably insane, but like it's so fucking frail, bro. It goes down to 2 hits from any remotely decent Pokemon, bro. Like, and you don't want to restrict it to be doing that, like. And it's crazy because in theory, Deoxys should be hitting so fucking hard that like it should bypass that. But I have still not seen any footage or any case of Deoxys or Deoxys attack hitting on that level, like hitting hitting in the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying, per se. So yeah, they stay there. Shaman and all these other Pokemon stay there. Uh, People like Plus One have been, messing with these more creative Pokemon like Shaman, like Keldeo, right? I'm pretty sure he just posted like a Keldeo video earlier today. So like, bro, I don't think a lot of these mythicals are good. They're gimmick Pokemon, but they're supposed to be Pokemon with like really powerful gimmicks. Some of them do have really powerful gimmicks. The other gimmicks I feel like are just underwhelming because they weren't thrown on as hard, or they are not as game breaking as certain other gimmicks. Like Arceus being able to potentially like check any mon with multi type is crazy, right? Magearna, watch my video earlier for my opinion on Magearna. Not talking about this thing. Hoopa Unbound, mythical Rayquaza to me hits hard as hell, right? It's underused right now. Unfortunately, people don't appreciate Hoopa Unbound. And you'll see that, and I'm pretty sure in every generation of VGC, there is a Pokemon that really could shine, but there isn't a trainer out there with the balls to actually use it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's for somebody who's using a few of the 1% restricteds out there, and I battle on the rank ladder with them. I do not like to use meta restricted Pokemon, right? And not for any like anti meta reasons or anything like that. I just like to play with my favorites, man. So that's kind of as simple as it is, right? But as the Rayquaza and Eternatus user in the room, bro, there are Pokemon out there for sure in every format that like are just underused because nobody's explored them. Nobody's truly explored the set, or nobody's brought out the full potential of the Pokemon. Like, for example, I bring this up a lot in some of my videos, but I use special attacking Ray, right? So that's something that people don't use Ray typically for. Is like on that end of the spectrum, they just use its physical attacking stat, which I feel like you're just missing out if you're just going to leave it special like there, or vice versa. I run a mixed Ray technically, but excuse me, I'm popping a yawn, man. Had a long day. But sorry if I didn't move my camera away from my mouth. Might have got a lick inside my mouth. But let's see. What else is there to talk about here, man? I feel like I'm scrambling. We haven't talked about Mew much. That's because I haven't seen anybody use Mew. Super Confined. Don't use Super Confined. Use Unbound. Even though the typing is different, you might like the typing of Confined better. Hoop Unbound is so much better than Confined. Um, Jirachi, gimmick Pokemon. I don't think it's good. Like I low key feel like Manaphy has a better gimmick than Jirachi. Like just no bueno there. No bueno. Keldeo has use. I feel like Keldeo actually has use. I'm gonna bump Keldeo up here because I got Keldeo in C tier. Let's put my boy in A tier, man. Let's put some respect on the fighting horse here. Keldeo is offering you special water damage from a restricted, and while Kyogre already does that, having another Pokemon that could potentially help you threaten special water damage is huge, as well as actually having decent fighting coverage in close combat, Secret Sword and Sacred Sword. This mon 100% has a niche. Nobody's just using it, right? And as a ladder player, there's always a meta and there's always a format. Like there's always an ebb and a flow to the format. And in this Reg J format, I haven't really seen like a counter response. Like a lot of times on the ladder, and I don't know if that's because the 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 pro Pokemon players are not playing ranked because it's not the same competitive format, right? They're not allowed to use mythicals in the format they're playing right now. It's just very interesting. Like there's usually like if if Miraidon is super popular, right? In Reg I, G, and stuff like that, you'll then see Pokemon pop up to help people counterpick that Mon. Like Whimsicott rose in popularity. Excuse me, I'm popping another yawn. Whimsicott rose in popularity. Raging Bolt was probably always going to be good. The Raging Bolt was probably one of the reasons why it's good because like you can threaten a Draco knockout. I'm right on if they don't Terra and vice versa. So I mean, you'll see Pokemon pop up to counter certain mons for sure. But like I haven't seen anything, and I don't know if it's just like again, this is the pros aren't playing it, but there haven't been any like Arceus counter teams I see out there or Magearna counter teams because I feel like I've played enough matches to run into like the counter picking teams, and I feel like people are just running like aside from the Magearna players because only people who've actually used this mod probably knew it was going to be good. I haven't seen any of the other teams that would like beat the RCs. Like let's just specifically reference ours, right? Because like if this was from a usage standpoint, like if this tier list was on a usage standpoint, everything else besides Arceus and Magearna would be in D tier because nobody on the ladder, I'm serious, is using anything other than Arceus and Magearna. And the partners change for sure. Everybody's not running the same partner with Arceus and Magearna, but for sure, you hop on Reg J like ladder right now. The top teams in Masters are gonna be Arceus and Magearna teams. At least the teams that are using mythical Pokemon, right? So that's my updated thoughts on Reg J. Probably gonna cut the video there before my storage cuts me short. I had to delete some storage just to get this video out. But yeah, I wanted to make an updated video on Pekarunt just because I remember I was making the video earlier and I was trying to remember like, man, I saw a super unique set. I saw a super unique set. What was that set? What was that set? And it was this Poison Gas Pekarunt set. So I couldn't identify the Terra on it, so I don't know if they were running a defensive Terra. I just left Terra Poison there just because. But these are my thoughts on the updated Reg J format that we're currently in. We're in the second season of Reg J, basically. Let me know down in the comments what kind of content you guys want to see going forward. And as always, I don't know shit about Pokemon. You guys have a good night.